Yo, what's up, crazies? We have some of our fellow Baku members, some known in the community. We got J Mafia, Howdy Reality, and I am Breeze. We're gonna be just chilling, playing games, and talking about Multiversus, the current state of the Multiversus, what's gonna become of Multiversus, what should happen, and you know, our overall thoughts of the game. And this is to start a discussion, especially down below in the chat, not in the chat, the description of how you guys feel about it, because we want to know. We want to like get this feedback, and because we all want Multiversus to be great. Right now, it's currently in an iffy spot, so we're here to talk about it.
Let's talk about what just went down.
Servers are bugging.
These stinking servers with stinking multiverses and them not saying a word. Not a peep coming out their mouth.
Yep.
Dude.
This is crazy.
Ridiculous, honestly. It's honestly ridiculous.
You know, this is not expected, bro. I didn't expect this.
I think it is very expected, honestly. We don't gotta sugarcoat anything.
But yeah, how you guys feel about season 2 currently after playing it?
Let me go first. Currently, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like in the very beginning, it was kind of like it was okay, but the more and more the progression goes, I'm liking it more and more, especially with this new update where ranked has their best of 3 now instead of people just farming for one and dones. But
yeah, dude, I hated that. That was actually
Yep.
so bad.
Wait, what happened?
I actually had somebody come into the chat and say, you should be able to one and done in ranked. And I wanted to smack them in their bald head.
like, okay, buddy, what?
What was your question, you guys? You guys are asking me to join chat? What happened?
We're just playing and doing a video of where we're yapping about Multiversus and our overall thoughts, like.
Kind of like a podcast.
So you could join us, yeah. We're just kind
We wanted you.
of off script, just.
You're so good at picking the worst eggs. God damn it. Maybe in 15 I'll come back and join you guys. That sounds pretty legit.
All right, we'll ask your opinion at the last.
Also,
At
the
Christian,
end.
that picture you posted with the
Yeah.
internet outage, that's hilarious.
I thought of it and I had to do it.
Yeah,
Way too funny.
all right, boys, I'll be back.
Sounds good.
All right, broski.
I'll keep playing.
But yeah, I mean, every time with a new season, I was super hyped. And the ranked thinks it was going to make it good, actually something to grind, and it just seems like everything releases unfinished.
Yeah. Like even I feel like even right now for season 2, like you see all the Beetlejuice like pictures and like in-game art.
Mm-hmm.
Something's telling me in the back of my head that he was supposed to be out already, but they're just behind on it or something. But they didn't say it this time because the first time they said a date and everybody got mad when stuff like wasn't working out as planned, kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a problem in the beta. They would give dates and stuff, and then they would delay it every time it got close to the date.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why they won't ever do that again. Actually give like.
Yeah, I hope not. Like a part of me hopes like
Yeah.
as long as it's like tournament related, I guess, so we can actually know about the tournament dates. But that's like the only thing.
Yep.
But
I mean, every time I play, it's a fun game, but I just feel like they remade the game and made it worse than the beta because they put a lot of work into the beta, and then it was actually starting to become something real.
very good, right? Yeah.
And then they removed all of it, so it just, I never have gotten that feeling back. It always feels like they're one step behind.
Do you feel like
sucks.
that the game could potentially get to a point where you like it as much as the beta?
I think it definitely can. It's just a new foundation that needs to be worked on.
Yeah. It's pretty much obviously they reset it to 0, so like all that work that went into the beta is like obviously not there anymore, kind of thing.
Right.
Yep. Breeze, how do you feel about the season?
I honestly think it started out pretty good, I'd say, but I don't know, more issues did just spawn out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like every update that we try to go forward, there's always those bugs or just like little things that just make it feel like it's like 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Yep.
Right.
Like, why is there so many bugs every single update? Which I don't know. On a greater scale, Fortnite has the same thing. Like every big update, there's always gonna be bugs, but like
That's
it
what I
just
like
sucks
to hear,
that
too.
it's super consistent with this game.
Yeah.
True.
It's huge W, Galaxy. All right, what's the next big question?
Speaking of beta, going back to that topic,
Yep.
what do you guys like? What are the things you guys think that Multiversus had to change, like to make it like a good game?
To make the beta better? Or-
Yeah.
I felt like that's a hard question.
Honestly,
bro,
increasing the
'cause
character
I
sizes
like the
would make
beta.
it better, but
Oh yeah.
But-
I feel
Oh, yeah,
I feel like
100%.
if it was bigger, had this connection, and all they did was fix dodges, this game would be a lot better.
Oh
Yep.
my.
Beta would almost be perfect, you know?
yeah, I keep
Almost
relating
forgot.
it should be the beta, and then this game, it should be right in the middle of how the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I've
Yeah.
always said that.
Yep, I agree.
Because it just feels too different. You lost to like the initial feel of Multiverses. Everybody really only left because the servers were just so jank. And then maybe like one more balance patch and this game would have been like so perfect.
Yep,
The thing about that game, every character had a chance in that game. Like
That's the good thing about it, I think.
I think that's a good thing because it made it unpredictable.
true.
It made people actually like want to learn, like stick to a character instead of like just playing top tier characters. They can play whoever they want to play and still win.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
And especially when it comes to comp, you know, like the meta right now, there's characters that literally cannot win because they're just incapable of winning.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
What do you think, CrazyNoc? Do you guys just all agree with that? Like, just those few things? I don't know. That's just me personally. I don't know.
No, I think I agree with that.
That's my my main thing was just dodges and netcode. But then obviously
Yeah.
we see how the game is now with bigger characters, and it definitely fits better.
No, 100%. I feel
Yep.
like
yeah, and then they fixed like some part of the dodging because it was like spammable, but this almost doesn't feel any better
Yeah,
the way it
does it
is
doesn't feel any
currently.
better?
Yeah,
it's like
because
the
it's
complete
like,
opposite almost. But it's like in a bad way.
yeah,
I feel like the
Two
dodging.
negatives of the spectrum.
True. I feel like they're going in a better direction as far as this dodge system compared to the beta. In the beta, I feel like it didn't even matter if you had dodge meter or not, because you could just still dodge shit. It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
there was a. I think there's too many dodges in the beta for sure.
This
to the
game, I feel
point
like
where-
if they increased if you get a little bit more dodge meter, I don't know. I feel like it would be in a good little spot.
I agree. Like burnout is a good concept. I agree, that's a very good concept. But it's just the fact that burnout happens like in 2 dodge attacks or 2 dodge jumps is ridiculous.
No, seriously.
yep,
2 dodge jumps. You barely go
And then you're done.
anywhere.
And then now like especially on burnout, it's just like, all right, 0 death time. Now you're guaranteed to die on burnout.
No,
It's
actually.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like if they made it to where the so on burnout you have a lot of skill expression, right? Like you could just start mixing people up because they can't do anything about it.
Mhm.
That's what I feel. I feel like that level of skill expression needs to be throughout the entire game, but like they
exactly.
focus
like,
too much
you know,
on jabs and stuff.
Yeah, jabs were
So you
never
get
a
jab
problem in the
versus-
beta, and
Never.
at least in that way.
Now I feel like they're
Shaggy
just.
still had jab up special,
It's-
but
And right now, the game just feels like I can't even play the game. Otherwise, I will go and burn out, and I'm just screwed. And I just the skill expression isn't there as it was in the beta.
100%, 100%. What are you saying, Breeze?
Every character I just feel like goes into the same. Just every character has the same game plan, you know. Just go for the jab, and then it all just. Pretty much, it all goes down the same route.
Yeah. Like let's name. I mean, there's only a few characters that don't have jabs, and it's like the bottom 3 characters, and that's why they're bottom 3 is because they don't have a jab to like combat the current meta. And it really
Dabbing
sucks.
is essential, bro. If your character don't have that, you're cooked. That
Yeah,
character is
especially-
not gonna work out for you.
Yep.
100%.
So what are the biggest things? What's like the biggest thing, or maybe like top 3 that they would need to prioritize and fix this game to like be better? It could be anything. Added content, balance, or more detailed than that.
Yeah. Let you go first on that one, Breeze.
I think just
Yeah.
honestly, like, I feel like one issue towards the end of beta was lack of communication, and I feel like they're just falling back into that.
I
I can see
agree.
that. I could definitely see that.
Go ahead.
I would probably have to say like just fixing how the game is just revolved around jab mostly. It's gonna be a little bit hard, but like you can start off by just making it to where it's slower to jump or dodge out of a jab. Then it leaves a lot of room for skill expression. You could only do certain things, and you actually have to play the game. Like you do jab jab up tilt or jab jab down tilt on every character, but you can't do jab jab dodge or jab jab jump. You know.
Yep.
Right.
I feel like that would be a good start, at least for all that.
Yeah.
That's like one of the main things though for me.
Yeah, because I feel like they're just going to keep trying to, cancel window frames and all this stuff without fixing the actual problem.
Like just make it to where you can't even do it in the first place. Like speaking of which, like Joker, bro. It's like jab 1, it gets you the potential of a 70% combo. And it's ridiculous, bro. It's really ridiculous.
Yep, it's very
I
boring.
feel like some characters have some favoritism. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Let's be honest about that. There 100% is, bro. There's no way.
I feel like there's some characters that just don't get the touching that they need to get touched, bro. And they just been like this since the game came out.
But I mean, you could whiff punish characters with Jason for 5 hours, so I guess they don't need nerfs. It's just like, dude, like if you just like if I'm a developer, even if I don't care as much about the competitive scene as I do about the casual scene. Like of course the casual base is gonna be way more important because it's your numbers. That's where all your numbers come from for the most part. But like, dude, if I'm even just on the sidelines watching any of these tournaments and I see Wonder Woman on every team in top 8, like, and I'm not touching her, instead I'm buffing her jab. Like, dude, there's a problem.
Definitely something with jabs for balance.
Yeah.
They gotta figure out who's the top dog when it comes to balancing characters, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, we're picking the wrong characters to touch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
From what I've seen, it's like it's play tested between the team, but it's like the main two I think are Gopo and Chavo. But I think Chavo got into a different spot now, so I think it's Gopo and somebody else.
Gotcha. Yep. Like Breeze was saying, the communication, like we need to have a whole paragraph of like, hey, this is what we're seeing, this is why we're changing it. Like I want to see the stuff that they're working on because I don't trust them right now. Like they need to say what they're working on. Like, hey, these are based on your feedback. This is what we know is happening, but we're not working on it. Oh, this is what we are working on, and then beyond. Like, they just need to start talking to us.
Every once in a while, I feel like they act like they're doing that, but then they just fall off. Like the beginning of the season, they were listening really, really well from what we saw, and then it kind of just fumbled.
Yep.
Like I get it. It's not the biggest team. It's not, anything like that. But still, bro, it's like little simple things, bro. Little simple things that could be hot fixed. Like focus on one character at a time if you need to.
Yeah. The fact that the game released so late or like early, like it wasn't ready to be released. We're just missing features that should have been in the game. Like, I thought we were gonna have improvements, like a whole new like maybe photo mode or theater mode.
Dude,
and I thought we were gonna have like training mode, like way more options. I mean,
like an actual one.
Yeah. And like start off with game modes.
Hand as well. Like, there's people like in the Smash community that like the modders, they made like a really good training mode. Like, so it's like it's all possible. It's all already there, kind of thing.
Yeah. And I wish they would just tell us that if they are working on something like that, like, hey, yep, or even just, oh, hey, you're gonna add more options to training mode. Are you gonna add a theater mode? Like, we're not working on it right now, but
bro, yeah,
it's like, either they know, like, it's something that we're gonna look at, but it's not what we're focusing on now. Like, that's just goes such a long way. Because at least says
agree.
we know it's coming. Just, yeah.
Yeah, so we're not just like, oh my gosh, Wonder Woman
So-
is never gonna get freaking nerfed, and then they're like,
Yeah.
actually should get nerfed in 3 months, and I'll be like, okay, that's when
Yep.
I'll start actually caring about tournaments in 3 months. And I
Yeah.
won't actually be salty about the
Just-
game.
Because then
Like even if it's far, bro, like
then the
I feel like I complain
community
so much.
has a direction of where to like put their feedback. Because like they're going to be saying the same thing over and over if they're not going to acknowledge anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, they're working on training mode, then I won't have to like keep talking about that. But
Yep.
You know it's coming.
yep. Then another thing, I think game modes. I think more game modes. It took them a month or whatever to add in free for all, like something that was in the beta right off the bat.
Yeah.
No, something that all
And
they have to do
ranked.
is change the properties to where everybody has their own properties, and
Yep.
it's literally just 2v2s, both 1 or 2 things changed.
It's crazy. Because you could have already did it free for all in customs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then do it online where people would play
So
free for all at.
it's just literally about them just not having it ready.
Yep. So more
feel
game
like-
modes, competitive, and just different ways to play.
It's
That way it
crazy
would be
because the
great.
Rift has some cool ideas for game modes that I thought was gonna get added eventually, like as a at least a limited time game
Yeah.
mode.
Or like even part of the event, like doing the.
Right.
Yep.
Like I thought when they did the beach stuff, that could have been like
The volleyball?
Volleyball. That could have been a game.
Yeah,
mode.
dude.
Online.
That could have
Yep.
been like silly queue, and you fight actually real
exactly.
people.
Ranked
Exactly.
volleyball. Yep. It would have
I
been a
would
lot
have
of
been,
fun.
I would have been grinding that for some points or whatever.
It's,
event points.
yeah, especially if you throw like a free beach skin on there, like dude,
Yeah.
that people would have had volleyball tournaments. People would have had stuff like that.
No,
Even like
seriously.
golf, bro. The golf one is pretty sick too.
That's
You have like
pretty
golf
solid.
tournaments.
I feel like there was a lot of modes in the beta that was like early on, bro. That we don't even have now. Like
Yeah.
we used to be
Silly
able to go
queue?
against bots and like we used to. Oh my silly queue!
Oh, I do
forgot
remember
about that.
bots too. 1v1 versus bots.
Yeah,
I remember that. That's funny.
that was just an easy way to get your challenges done. You don't even have that option anymore.
Yeah, I do all mine in rifts now, but I used to do it
Yeah.
in bots. I remember.
True. And having the custom
like-
game options to where you could almost make your own game mode, like having like gravity options, how much damage you do,
Dude,
how
yeah.
many, like way
Stuff
more
like that
options.
isn't even like too crazy because
Yeah,
they have all of it. Like they could do all that behind the scenes. Like so they just have to put it to in a way where the people that are playing the game can do it themselves.
Right.
Like admin controls pretty much, but just for custom lobbies,
Yeah.
that'd be so sick.
yep. Because then there should be an option to do 3v3. Like I personally have said it a lot, but I personally wanted the game mode of like 3v3 tag team,
That'd be
one
so
1v1 one at a time, kind of like a crew battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being able to do that in the custom match, just having those options there, like the community would make the game modes for them, and then they could add it in for like a ranked mode or something.
Yeah.
I think that would go a
Right,
long
right.
way, giving us
And
that
it's-
much freedom.
Right.
It's not
right,
even like
right.
too foreign for like a plat fighter because Brawlhalla has that. They have
That's a good example.
it's like King of the
Oh,
Hill.
yeah.
They also have crew battle. Where it's
Yeah.
like 2 teams and they have like I think it's like max of 8 teams or like 8 people on each team kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they just all switch out like after every stock is lost. It's pretty sick.
Think about this game. The lobbies are like smaller than the beta. Like as far as custom lobbies, you can't have as many people. Back in the
That's
beta, I
true,
feel
yeah.
like it was more. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was.
Yeah, you might be right.
I think it was like, but like I don't remember how much more it was.
I just remember we used to be able to rotate as much as we want, bro.
I do remember that.
Damn near.
But it still was like really bad. And there's games like even like Nick All-Star Brawl has like
Has that
a
freedom.
has a like a way better concept of that. Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's crazy. And then like there's people that are like, oh, they have a small dev team. Look at Rivals of Ether, bro. The first one, they were a 4-man dev team, and now look at them.
Yeah, they have no excuse in my opinion. It's just like I want them to succeed, but it's like they made the choice to remake the game and start from scratch.
So they gotta reap the benefit, or not reap the benefits, but they gotta accept what comes with it, especially like people that are upset at the game.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not in a good spot.
Definitely, obviously no hate, but just give that criticism, even if you are frustrated, because it's needed.
Yeah.
Destructive, bro.
Because we all want the game to succeed. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, even in the current state, we're all playing and having some fun, but it's just not there yet.
I agree.
Another thing that could be added is just more rewards, like skins, banners, and badges for like like leaderboards for doing the volleyball. Who gets the highest score or whatever, or even like the target practice. Having a map for each character that like you get how fast can you do it? Like that's just
depending on your character within that map.
Like, hey, I don't want to play ranked. I don't want to play the normal game mode. Like that'd be such great options. So just and then being rewarded for that. There's just hardly any rewards, especially in rifts. Like I thought I would be rewarded for doing it on Looney mode, but you hardly are. You don't even get anything
from it.
Yeah, you get more gem XP. So
congrats, you got gem XP.
Yeah.
I like what they did now though. They have like the events. That's a good change. Like the events with how many stars you get. You could get items. You could get
the events like and the rifts, like shrinking it down from 8 to 4, making it so it's only every 2 weeks. There's only one gem color, so I do appreciate that they improve the events and the rifts. So we'll have to see what they do with that in the future. But
exactly. Now they just gotta focus on the main problems in the game. Oh, speaking of which, bro, there are still people that cannot play this game because of certain issues with the game's software and the people's hardware. Like I know Barhu, currently CrazyNoc, he gets kicked out like every 30 minutes or something. Yeah, it just seems random. And now that they added the best of 3 ranked, I'll go into like the final match and it will disconnect me before that. It usually is after matches. Yeah. And I lose RP and I get a penalty, and I've gotten up to 3-hour penalty. 3 hours I couldn't play the game because of their problems.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand like how they haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, it seems like it's very few people it affects, at least the certain situation, but I know it's not internet because in the beginning it would just disconnect me during a match, but now it randomly says, oh hey, you'll be disconnected after this match and you'll need to sign in again. So it's like signing me out of the services or something, but I have no problems in any other game. So yeah, and I'm sure other people are experiencing even different things and the same problem I have. So yeah, that is insane.
It is pretty crazy, especially like the game's already been out for like 3 months, right?
I think it's been longer than that. Is it 3 months?
No, nearly 3 months.
Yeah, almost 3 months.
Yeah,
and like just the fact that they can't even like, or like that, something like that, like the people can't even play the game.
Love you, brother. I will forever have your back, ride or die.
Crazy. Did you have problems in the beta as far as like being able to play the game?
I did disconnect every now and again, but it was very rare. Like it was way more rare. I think I did it a lot more in the early beta, so it's almost like it's the same problem, but now it's worse. So I really have no idea. I've tried everything, like on my end. I don't even know how to fix it. And it happens to my brother as well, so it's not like my PC is some weird, I don't know. So that is definitely a downer. Like that alone, me disconnecting and losing after I just fought so hard to try to win my rank, it just turns me off the game.
I can see that. As it should, honestly. Because like, why is that a thing?
Yeah.
I personally have never had anything like that happen to me in any other games except for that one. What game was it? It was like where you're like the little toy soldiers in that battle royale.
Oh, mini royale.
Yeah, but I couldn't play that. I don't know why I couldn't play it, but
I think that's
the
happened.
only time I've ever had to get like a problem.
Yeah, that's weird.
And but like at the same time, it was like it could have been like an issue with like beta codes and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's the number one thing that when you guys log in, you think like, oh wow, this makes me not want to play the game?
Go to your Steam, go to Multiversus
is
and
there any, like,
right-click
big thing?
and
Is it just,
verify
like-
files. It might fix it.
I think they need to work on the shops. Every time I log in and I see the same shop, it's super demotivating.
Yeah, the store, they don't advertise. It's not exciting. I
They
would
should have
say.
like a timer, kind of like Fortnite, where they
Yeah.
like let you know
Yeah.
when this shit is gonna change.
And
Yeah.
they should have it change. Like they should have less in the store, but have it change more frequently, in my opinion.
Because the store is kind of weird right now. It's like,
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the beta store is better because it felt like they advertised
Dude,
what was coming out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
oh wow,
Like, the new
dude!
stuff was at the top.
And the
They're,
fact
like,
they
right in front
put
of your face.
the Halloween skins, the Christmas skins, Valentine, like everything out at once, it just made it
Dude,
feel
it was
lackluster
so
and not special.
good.
Like I'm okay with them bringing it back, but like wait till those events and holidays come back again.
Yeah, come back around. I agree.
Add
I
new-
agree, 100%.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it leaves like some sort of value to skins, you know.
Yep.
Like sure they'll come back around, right? But and
I
maybe
agree.
like the first week of a season, you'll have the previous season skins come back into the shop or something.
yeah.
Yeah, then you could even give the
100%.
people who bought it first, like maybe a little color variant of it that they don't
Yes,
have or
bro.
something.
Like that's what Fortnite does.
Yeah, like the
Fortnite.
myth
like
skin or
Skull-
whatever.
Skull Trooper?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Skull Trooper.
Yep. Yep.
It's so sick.
That'd be good.
That'd be really
almost
good,
thought
man.
that's what they were gonna do, because the summer skins were not supposed to come back until the next year, and then I thought they was gonna do that for every like holiday, but then they eventually didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really loved those challenges though. That's something I really liked from the beta was like the Valentine's Day events. I mean they're kind of doing it right now, and there's not really many big holidays right now that could get like a lot of cool skins pumped out.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm glad they're doing it. I want to see more from that like in the future as well. Especially with Valentine's skins, they could just add like another, group of characters like they did the first one, but
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and then like every Valentine's Day there'll be the next group of characters, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I know people like want skins for their mains, so that's like it's really hard to find a balance there.
Right.
They could just put skins for everybody and then just only have it come out on Valentine's Day, like CrazyNoc said. I think that's a really good idea.
Yep. I like it. Yeah, but me as a one player, that's probably just the freedom of skill expression is probably one of the biggest downers.
Yeah,
it's just,
especially ones, bro.
I mean, we talked about the jabs and all that, but yeah, that's probably just my number one thing right now that demotivates
I
me
agree.
to play one specifically.
Like I played in that tournament yesterday. The meta is at this point where you have to play top tier. I can't play Jake in the meta because like he just doesn't have like enough
Ask
to
Jay
combat,
what he
let's say, like,
feels about
Gizmo
Touch of
full
Death,
stage
Jason,
camping with arrows that
please.
do 20% over time. Like there's also those characters that just have one thing that they spam over and over again. Like for instance, Morty. Morty still has that stupid dirt. The way it works, they added more whiff
still
frames, but
works.
like it's still not enough.
Yep.
Still spammable.
Yeah.
If you guys have
They need to,
questions
like,
Irresistible.
in the chat,
exactly. They need to make it
what
to
you
where,
guys want
like,
us to
moves
answer,
actually change.
you can let us know too.
Like maybe make the dirt like slower on the like how fast it approaches or something. Because bro, that thing goes out so fast. And same with the snake shot. The snake shot is unreactable at any range. Not any range. I lied, but
It's
at the range that it
crazy.
matters because it combos into dirt.
Seriously, it's crazy that you even brought that up, because he still has his dirt up air, and I feel like it's
Dude,
better. 'Cause
It's so dumb. I mean, it's probably still the same, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's just super good regardless.
Yep. Lots of tuning needed. And I
that's,
really
like,
hope
stuff
they
that
get
can
it
just be,
together.
like I said, hotfix. Like you just focus on the problem as it happens and find a solution real quick, agree upon it. Or even let's talk about something that Brawlhalla has. They have an experimental mode.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about something like that, bro? It's where
That would be
you're allowed to
amazing.
play the next patch, like how they have the next patch like ready. You're allowed to play it early just in case like there's any bugs that they need fixed. There's anything that's too broken or just doesn't make sense to have in the game. People could like play test it and give their feedback early, like throughout the current season.
It's crazy because Dead by Daylight has something similar like that too, where you can like test new killers and stuff before they actually come out, and they usually
Yeah, it's
change
good.
a lot of the stuff before the actual update comes out.
That would make
I feel
sense.
like that's something that they would
Multiversus-
need.
And they already have it. Honestly, they just need to make it public. 'Cause that's what the playtesters do. The playtesters are pretty much in an experimental mode. That
Yeah.
they could even. It's so easy to add it, bro. It's so easy.
It
You
definitely
can even
seems
like
like
consider
they're
it like
still
silly
trying
key,
to.
bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Definitely feels like they're still trying to figure it out. Like they don't have a good process going.
Like I feel
Good
like if they
consistency.
have like the public give their opinions about it, it would be better in my opinion. You
Yeah,
get
'cause
There'd be
then
way
they'll-
less
more
of a
people, more
disconnect.
heads on it.
Exactly. They'll be able to see like what's consistent, a consistent opinion between a lot of people at the same time. Even like Fortnite, they have this thing where like after some games they ask you like a quick survey. How do you feel about this gun? And then it'll be like you'll be able to rate it like one through 5 depending on like whatever question they ask. Like is it too strong? Is it how does this weapon fitting in the current meta, you know?
For like,
That's honestly what I feel like determines a lot of stuff, because there's like seasons where people complain about a certain weapon, and I'm sure the casual player base is completing those surveys and it gets changed. So just
I feel like
I
that
don't
would
know.
be a good thing for Multi to have. If they ever thought about it, they should definitely do it, bro.
I mean, they do have it, but it's like it's on the website, super hidden, and nobody's gonna go through all that, you know.
Yep.
100%.
Another thing I feel like was super dumb, and I'm so like confused on how they messed it up. There's like 3 skins that I've lost since this game came out.
True.
Or, like, when
Oh yeah. Oh.
There's things that I don't even remember that all I have, so it's like hard to even know.
Yeah, like I know that the brown shirt Arya skin, I 1000% had that skin because that was the only skin I bought for Arya. And I mean, you could put in a what's it called, like a submission to try to get it back in the server. But like, bro, like that's another thing. Like it should not have been taken away in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just goes to show they're
And,
really good at
it
the
should not be
game
as
and
hard
restarted.
as it is.
Yep.
Like to
That's
do
why.
it, you have to go on the server, get a ticket, talk to somebody. They're just gonna tell you to go to the website and then fill out another thing. It's
Just
ridiculous.
cat and mouse.
Whole process. That's a
the
long
entire time.
process, bro. I had to do it to get my stuff back.
Yep.
still
I
gonna
have
get my
the
things back.
Superman one-arm like handstand thing I used to have,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I just haven't done that process because it's like bullshit.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
much. And then like on the website you have to fill out a lot of information. I don't remember exactly what it is, if it's too much or not, but it's a lot for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of missing stuff, they have like this thing for PlayStation Plus users. You get like these free rewards and stuff. I claimed it and I never got it, bro. I
Oh,
never
yeah.
got it.
Same.
Was that
Some
the
people didn't even get the
ridiculous?
free. Yeah, it was like
Is that-
they had like a.
I know what you're
Go ahead.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know
that
what
happened
you're
just
talking about.
recently.
And they had like that
a lot of people-
$5 pack or something as well that got
Oh,
like
yeah.
super bugged out.
Nobody got their money.
Yeah.
They had to submit to get their Glinium.
Yeah.
Crazy, actually.
I guess someone in chat. Do we think the game is going to die? Just obviously we don't want it to die, but with how it's
I don't
going,
think it will,
I don't think so
Me
either.
personally,
but
I don't think it's gonna die just
can.
because, like if you look at the stats, bro, the casuals eat this game up, bro. They
Yeah.
love
Oh
it.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
just
Yeah.
I just saw like a
love it.
I saw
Yeah,
a
the
console stat
PlayStation-
of PlayStation. You saw that?
Yeah, like top 6 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, for the month top 6.
Like,
And they
played-
were
like as someone
number 9 last month, so
That's really
Yeah.
good.
It's not doing
like
bad.
as someone who came from PlayStation, it definitely they eat up free games like crazy. Like
Especially like
Yeah.
a free to play fighter. Like all the
Mhm.
fighters right now, you look at Tekken, $70.
yeah,
Fighters $60. Like that alone will keep this
True.
game, you know, alive enough for people to play it. In my
and the
opinion.
fact that it's so easy to
Yeah.
get into,
This
like
community won't let this
hard to
game
master
die.
characters, but it's really easy to get into.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's the reason I
that's their
played the
whole goal, I
beta.
think.
But
The
yeah.
beta was so good, man.
And it has a lot of IPs that people
absolutely.
Yeah, that
catch
too.
people's eyes, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'm also thinking they're holding off good characters because they want to update the game so that way when they do release those characters they'll actually stay because of the game
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
people will always leave no matter what character gets added if the game isn't fun. So
Right.
Yeah. Like dude, I'm playing freaking Two Girls One Cup Simulator. Superman just dropped. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't want to play this game because this game is trash, but Superman's cool. But I still
Yeah.
won't play this game.
yeah.
yep.
Comment down below if you actually play that game.
I think there's a lot of potential as far as what could be added and what can be done in this game. That's what
Yeah.
keeps me playing
Yeah.
this game.
That's what keeps a lot of people playing this game. Cause dude, it's real. Like I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a coder, right?
Hmm
But it cannot possibly be possibly be that hard. It's got to be easier than saying the word possibly.
Yeah, that's
3
how
times in a row.
PFG's communicating right now.
Is there gonna be an update? Possibly.
Possibility of late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Guzmo or whatever.
I remember that. That's funny.
Yeah.
That was
I think
the
that-
Discord thing they did.
Yeah.
it was like completely wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the platform fighter being so simple, like that's part of the reason beta died is because all there was just ones and twos, literally, and that was it.
Yep.
So just having the freedom, like we said before, the custom matches of creating your own game modes, the leaderboards of like the beach volleyball stuff, like that alone will keep people playing and
Yeah.
coming back because it's so much things to do. I think that's like the biggest thing right now.
Especially if they're still looking at that to like entertain the casuals
Yeah.
that are like on console, you know.
And then balance
that's huge.
won't mean as much. Obviously, it will mean a lot, but like they won't be worried about only balance if
Yeah.
there's so much
Yeah.
other fun stuff to do.
I
I'm
agree.
back.
Welcome back, Mr. Flipsable.
Mr. Flip, welcome to the conversation, man.
Yep. And now we have
Special
Mr.
guest.
Flip's table, and he's gonna give us his overall opinion of the game in
My-
2 paragraphs
oh my
or
God.
less. Just kidding.
That's like a bait.
No, we've been talking a lot, so.
That's like a bait.
I guess what would you think that this game needs the most to like move in the right direction to be like, you know, really enjoyable to play? What was fun to come back to?
Hmm
Is there like a one thing that they could focus on?
No, there isn't, unfortunately.
What's
I
the main
think-
thing you think they can focus on?
Or,
I think Multiversus and their release was the main thing, and I think since they failed that, they're now playing catch up for the rest of their lives for the people who were here on release. I think new people joining the game probably don't feel nowhere near the way we feel about it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But
yeah.
like I was saying it before, it's like Naruto versus Sasuke. We had our parents and then lost them, so it hurts worse. We had the beta, we loved it, and then we got this.
Dude.
Which
Oh,
is
the
not to
beta
say,
was-
that's a good point.
it's not to say it's a bad game. It's just we were all expecting something, we got something different. So I think honestly,
Craze
if I was
into
Multiversus,
Dingleberry.
I wouldn't even try to appease our group. I'd be working to appease all the new players and hopefully create a new community, because that's probably easier than making all of us happy at this point.
Yeah.
I agree.
Which sucks, because then what happens to us? What happens to us?
Didn't work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess we could join a lot of the other top players like Leviathan and Sainume and some other big names in the community. You see them going and playing other fighting games, and it is what it is. Like, you lose those players, and I think we're so desperate to bring back the beta, and I don't think it's coming back. But that passion is still here, so we're still playing the game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't even enjoy it as much as we used to sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like.
Yep, it's a fair point. It will never be the same. That's for sure.
Yep.
And it sucks for the people that only play this game because they really enjoy the beta. Like for me, thankfully, I've already had a lot of time into like another game that I used to be very passionate about, being Smash. So I could just like trade. I could just switch right back off, like on a dime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're essentially trying to say like you feel like Multiversus isn't like the only competitive game you played, so like
it's easier for me.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like the people that are just super devoted to this game,
Yeah.
like they're probably gonna be struggling, because it's just like, damn, like.
Yeah. I will
be
say, since from the beginning, like I was like super disappointed, but I have grown to the new game. Like, obviously, I think the beta is more of a direction I would rather have, but
Yeah.
so I'm not like hoping that they change it to the beta again. I'm just hoping they, make the changes
Touch it up.
to this current game. Yeah.
And honestly, it's not like that far off from being like in the middle ground. Like I think it should be. Like a middle ground for this game would be amazing. You got more dodge meter.
At least more
Stuff like
movement
that.
in general. If not more dodge meter, find a
Just
way
making
to-
it more aggressive.
Yeah. More aggressive. Yeah.
See, this game is so campy now just because burnout is so pivotal to life or death in this game. And it just comes so fast. That's the main thing.
Yeah, burnout comes really fast. If you play aggressive and aren't hitting, you go into burnout. But
Yeah.
I think that's actually one of the things that triggers me is like some characters can afford to go into burnout and others can't.
Yeah, like Morty.
Yeah.
Burnout
No,
is the exact
definitely.
character. She doesn't change at all. And then you got like the characters who are like more like they need, like Arya loses combos, Superman loses combos without burnout and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, kind of crazy.
Or some characters dodge further than others, have a larger jab. I don't know. It feels like.
Yeah, like Morty's dodge is so far on burnout.
Yep.
They just dodge spamming. Fins as well. Banana guards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense for the most part.
But the biggest
like-
change is to be able to toast after they toast you in the lobby.
Dude,
Toast back.
let's talk about it. Like that's one of those like just quality of life things that they took out for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh.
I-
Oh, you mean like
So-
at the top? Oh, in the
So
beta
what?
when
Like
someone
if you
toasts
forget to
you,
toast,
you
they'll
back.
toast you, and then you can toast back in the
I
lobby.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, you
dude.
can.
It's
They're
a-
just
it's
gone.
the little things. It's just the little things.
Yeah.
That's actually such a
Yeah.
random.
Let's
It
talk,
really
let's talk about
is.
the little things, some quality of life things that you guys would like to see, either back or just like you would like to see in general.
True quality of life wouldn't.
All of life.
Like nothing that's too crazy or necessary, but like just that you would like to
Freaking
see.
perks.
Perks,
They need
please.
perk
Change
sets
my
and stuff.
perks.
Add more perk sets and allow us to change it.
Yeah,
can
let
see
me
that.
add my perks. It's
Why
just-
does it change it mid-match?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Please.
Yeah.
You were able to
I
do
don't
it
like
before.
it's the mode outs. I don't like
know,
that.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't like games where I can buy a bunch of skins, but I can't set my skins to random. I don't like that.
Oh,
yeah.
that would be a
Yeah.
nice
My
feature.
favorite. Because
That'd
it's
be
like
really cool, actually.
I spent, like 30, 40, 50 bucks on skins and I use one a game, and it's like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna remember this.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of random, I think they should add back being able to pick random characters, bruh.
you can't pick
Oh, yeah.
random characters in this game, huh?
You can't.
Nope.
That is
That is crazy. Yeah.
It's
Like that would be another
It's so
custom
silly,
game
bro.
mode,
It's
like
so silly.
or a mode
Yeah.
where it just picks a random fighter and you.
Yeah.
You just have
Also-
to do it.
I know this isn't that big for some people, but I really think they should edit the in-game stats and make it look better again, because it looked better when it was on your banner and I don't
Yeah, it looked way
Yep.
cleaner.
Oh yeah. Like,
I
yeah.
agree.
And it needs to pop out. Like it needs to be more in your face. I thought that was a cool part of the game, was like knowing how much damage you did and how many knockouts you have. all that stuff.
Apparently they do have random, but it's only on local play.
Oh wow.
Which
Wow.
is like
What
just
the heck,
bro, what? It's so silly. So silly.
And the
What was the
same
quality of
actually-
life change I would do?
Now we're
Forget.
talking about it. All cosmetics should be randomized. Like I should be able to randomize my banners, my knockouts.
Yeah.
Oh, that could go really far. My icons, anything that's a cosmetic,
Anything.
you should be able
Just
to randomize.
randomizing. Yep, randomizing.
Yeah, nice.
I would love to randomize my banner for sure.
Yeah. At least be able to pick like favorites and
Set
shuffle.
favorites. Yeah.
That would be
Favorites
nice.
would just be so nice.
That'd be nice,
Because
yeah.
it's gonna accumulate all the skins, so it's gonna be too much.
Yeah, imagine like
I think
I'd
they
never
should
wanna
let
play
you
Jake
regain
again
dodges
and
after
have to get
hitting
off
your
random.
enemy.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
wanting.
both, honestly.
I've been wanting to go randoms on my ring outs for a while.
I think that might
Like,
happen
I just-
already.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I want to go random ring outs.
I think that'd be really fun too. I agree. What's the quality of life I would do? That's hard.
Friends list.
They're-
It's kind of annoying to find your friend. I
Oh,
feel
the
like
friends' UI is
Oh, yeah.
so
Just needs so
trash.
much work. Yeah.
at least like have a
Too much.
be able to favorite your friends or something. I don't know.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I would love favorites. That'd be so good. Or at least just have like
It would tear friendships
Like
though.
close friends type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
cool if
Here's
you
my
could
favorite.
categorize your friends. Like most other games, you can like kind of categorize them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My quality of life thing would probably be the shop, like we talked about earlier. Just like
Yeah,
like there's so much going on in that shop. They all they have
It's
to
so
have
bad.
is a daily store, an event store, and you know
it should be
Oh, categories.
prestige
should be
store. That's all they
tabs.
should have.
Yeah,
because they have the
tabs, yeah.
categories, but you have to scroll all the way down. You literally cannot go to the prestige store unless you scroll all the way down. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it's super bad.
And like custom cart, I don't get why that's there.
It's terrible.
Yeah, why is
I
it
don't
telling me
play
I need a
Finn.
Bugs Bunny furry skin?
Yeah, literally.
Giving me a bundle. I don't even play
like,
that character.
If you're
Oh.
a Superman player, you should be getting everything that's DC. You know.
That too, like it's forcing you to buy stuff through a bundle, and like then you can't
I
even
mean,
buy like.
Personally, I'm okay with that. I know it's probably not the craziest thing, but I think microtransactions is a whole different conversation outside of multiverses. The state of microtransactions in video games is awful, but I do think that for free-to-play games, utilizing microtransaction hacks like bundles and shit to get more money is good for the longevity of the game. So it's like whatever. Like I'm really
Yeah.
not stressing it. I want the game to survive. So if that means someone has to spend $2 more to get a banner they didn't want and a skin, you know, like I know it still sucks, but like, you know, that's like a regrettable evil. I don't know what to call it, but
I just think
Let's
it
see
should
what
be. I
this
think
guy
it should
wants
just
for
be a
it, I guess.
bundle that's cheaper, but you should be able to buy it separately, in my opinion.
maybe they'll come back like the individual pieces because they
usually do.
tend to
They usually
that
do.
now. Yeah, they tend to do that now.
Yeah.
Add refund tickets. Oh my god, that'd be so smart.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, refund if
Oh,
you don't
and-
like something.
Yeah, it
I
should
can
give
see
you a
that.
few.
Maybe, like,
Gifting,
5
gifting would be cool
Oh, yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, why is gifting not a thing? I thought
Like,
that would have been a
that's-
thing.
Yeah,
would
we're,
love
That just
especially
makes
we're on
sense.
Epic Games, like
Just take my
100%
money.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People could do giveaways. People could do like it would just entice people to spend their money.
Yep.
Why
Yeah,
not?
exactly. That's a quality of life for sure.
Oh, there's a lot of quality of life updates they could do to the match history. You cannot go to someone else's match history and
And see
people
who they
play
played?
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Why'd they change
I've
that?
noticed that as well. I've noticed that.
That feature
That's
was so
crazy.
cool. Yeah, so if like you go to someone's page and you want to see like, oh, they fought a rain dog. Which rain dog did they fought? You can't see the name of the person they fought. You can't even go to
Yeah.
their profile through it either. Like you used to be able to. I don't know why they took that away.
Silly little stuff.
Yeah.
Nitro said they did 4 or 3 a year in Fortnite, where you did the like refundable tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I mentioned. I was like, we're with Epic Games, so it's like
Yeah, yeah.
it's not
I
making much
gotcha.
sense.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
It's
Also,
not like super
I
far fetched.
can't believe I have to say this. Why can we not choose the region we fight in?
True.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There wasn't initially supposed to be like a choice because I'm assuming because of what I did way back in Make It Rain Dog, the tournament. Right, this guy was so laggy, and host mattered so much back then.
True.
So I would 3-bar guaranteed on Central American servers. So whenever I lost against this one Aria that was so laggy, I went over to, I think it was Fifi. I was playing against Fifi. I went to Central American servers. I just started destroying this guy. But that might be one of the main reasons.
I can see it. I can see that, but I also don't. I personally, I think it's just, and I don't want to go too deep into this conversation.
Boosting as well.
I wish I had more proof, but honestly, I think their net code is great, but I think it came with drawbacks.
I agree.
And I think that was one of them. I mean, Jay could tell you, yesterday we were playing scrims and his punch phased through me on his screen, but on my screen I was a mile away.
You know, another thing
that's insane.
With rollbacks, I think I was fighting CrazyNoc. The first hit of the game was like a decent hit, and on my screen, he had damage on his character, and on his screen, he was at 0.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
So
Yep.
I
Or
have
that-
no clue how that even works.
Something that never happened in the beta, but in this game, where you would like hit and it makes a whole sound effect, but it does
Yup.
then it
Yeah.
reverts it. That never
From
happened.
nowhere.
And in this game, it's like,
Oh,
poof,
the
and then
rollback.
you're
Yep, yep.
that only
So
happens in
annoying.
rollback because on their screen you didn't hit them, but on your screen you
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
So then your game registers and plays the sound, and then you're looking like a dumbass because you're reacting to the sound cue, thinking you got the
Yep,
hit.
exactly.
Terrible.
For
Like,
the most part, it is distance dependent, and also obviously they're like internet dependent. Like if you have amazing internet and they have like, you know, suboptimal internet, there's more like more of a chance that these things will happen.
Oh my god, Nitro
But-
just cooked.
What do you
Please
say?
do exactly like Street Fighter and Tekken and all the other big fighters. When I queue a rank match and you find one, show me their goddamn internet so I can say yes or no.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Latency, bro. That is so normal. Why is that not in this game?
Hey,
If you have
it's in Rivals of Ether as well. 4-man dev team, by the way.
Bro,
Wait,
that is such a smart change. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
100%.
That would be huge.
Yeah,
I don't even care.
very
Like,
huge.
and I know some players want the Wi-Fi or what. I don't even want that. I just want to know how many bars I'm gonna have in this match. If I'm gonna have
Yeah.
less than 4
Yeah.
bars, can I just say no? Like, I'll
Yeah,
wait
like,
should be able
you.
to.
Like green, yellow, orange, red for
I'll
like
wait
one
to
bar.
queue. I'm down.
Then you have to
down
show the
wait for
MS.
And it
Just gotta
should,
show the-
it
the
should
off
show their
chance.
top 3 played characters, and if they're broken, then I'll deny their match.
you. Okay.
And welcome in D-Wall. D-Wall, you're in the Baku cast. We need to hear your thoughts on the last question that was asked was any quality of life changes that you would like for this game. Like, what's the #1 quality of life change that you would like to see?
I mean, just improved load times and fluidity of
That's good too.
the game loop.
Yeah, I can
Honestly.
see that. The loading time, especially like starting off like the game, is kind of crazy.
It's true.
Yeah, and
it's hard to even just
it's
get in the game.
It's pretty. Oh, it's like it just is so like slow and just feels buggy and like it's like
Yeah.
click it multiple times and you're trying to lock in a character and just.
Oh yeah, like when you lock in character. That actually just happened to me like when I was playing like while we're talking right now.
Yep.
Like I was trying to lock in a character, and it took like 3 seconds for it to actually lock in.
Yeah,
Going
there's
back
a
to the,
whole server thing just now that crashed.
Oh yeah, that was
Like going back to the
Yeah,
connection thing, one thing that Fortnite does with like tournaments specifically, is like locking your region.
Ooh.
I mean,
that
yeah,
would be
that'd be really nice,
Yep, that would be good.
especially like for ranked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but you could also still switch regions and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know how they would really apply that. I know exactly what you're talking about though.
yeah.
Even if it's just the region. I think the region would be fine. I just don't think it should be specific to like West and East. It should just be like North America or whatever.
Yeah, like it almost used to be like that. Like it was split, but it was still the same region. It was weird. Like it would just be it would be North America, but then if you're West, you could only queue West people. I don't honestly, I'm not too sure how much I like that. I could see why people would like it though. Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to be playing against West when like there's a higher potential of desyncing, you know?
Yeah. Like I had a guy come into my chat and say, "Hey, I'm in Australia. This match is gonna be," and he was just. It was so weird because one match felt like decent, and then the next match he was like teleporting just nonstop.
It felt terrible, right?
And speaking of disconnects, that's my first disconnect. Easy.
Oh, we gotta restart.
Yep.
I know it used to be at the beginning of the game. There was regions. Like at the beginning of the relaunch, there was regions, but then like there was a certain update to where I just started fighting people from Brazil like every other game.
No, actually.
So I think they took away regions.
I think me and Jay get it more often because we live in Florida. So it's like those guys are queuing up, no one's over there queuing, so then they give them a match that's
eventually, exactly.
And I get you know you're in those matches because the moment it starts, you're a second behind on every input. Like your buttons do not come out, bro.
It's either delay or they're running around the map at 2 times speed, like they're on freaking
like they're skipping
undocked frames, bro. Uncapped frames, like in the beta.
Another quality of life thing. I just like editing your perks. Like they already give you like a full like 30 seconds or whatever to edit your perks. Why don't you let me like swap?
Yeah, we did mention that.
Perks, bro. You don't own this character.
Oh yeah, that bug.
Let's talk about that one. That one is trash for perks.
Overall, just like bug fixes. I wish that they were a lot more focused on bug fixes. I would be fine if they didn't release a character for the next like 2 seasons and all they did was fix bugs and fix hitboxes.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Like, I feel like the rate needs to be a lot faster. There needs to be more hot fixes, like knocking down certain characters that are either buggy or just super overpowered.
Yup.
Like, going back to it's the easiest one. I keep saying it, but Joker's jab just leading to a 70 to 90% combo.
Yep, those loops shouldn't really be possible.
He doesn't even need it to be good. That's the worst part. He does not even need it. Even if the combo only did 40%, he'd still be one of the best characters in the game. Like his raw normals and specials are already good without him having the ability to combo into everything.
Yep.
Like I play Joker sometimes, and the only move they use is jabbing up tilt and up air. You know, and then a balloon occasionally, and they're like,
every once in a while they just start spamming side special,
and they don't even use a single combo, and they're still like a valid character.
Yeah. The most recent thing, like when it comes to like just drones playing good characters, is Joker. Like there's bad players. Like it hurts to say, but there are bad players in fighting games, and there's. The new Joker meta is just to mash fart bomb out of your combo over and over.
Disadvantage when they do fart bomb and it kills you at 40 because you're jumping up. Yo, listen.
Like I'm full combo you. You have like a 2-frame window to open. You use the fart bomb me and you die.
And it's like you made the right choice. Their dodge was not coming out in time, but that fart sure did.
The fart bomb 100% did. It's so silly. We went over it earlier, but skill expression is definitely something they need to work on in this game. Beta had it for sure. Like it's just you can just tell when there's skill expression that's consistent throughout all the characters because you're just able to just win with a lot of characters. That's a balanced meta.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think if consistently you're not seeing any shakeup in the top performing characters in tournaments, that either means that the player base is stale and like you know the best player is just that much better, or the meta is stale, and it's kind of a bit of both. We talked about this earlier when I was talking about like new people getting involved. I don't think Multiversus tournaments currently really incite new people to get involved in them at all, because people in the tournament scene in Multiversus gatekeep everything. You know how hard it is to learn anything new on a character if you never played them before. And then you're playing against somebody who only one tricks this character or has been playing them for hundreds of hours. They know every single little and they don't share anything. I get it. Being afraid your character's gonna get nerfed is crazy. I've never played a game where I can't show off combos because I'm scared they're gonna get nerfed. I've never played a game like that before. But like,
I don't think you should be too worried about that because I mean, looking at the nerfs they've done, there's barely been like anything.
What
Like
do
you
mean,
look
for
at,
top tiers?
yeah, like you look at the tier list from the first week of playing till now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's
it's the
very
same thing.
little movement, like
Oh,
the
agreed.
smallest amount of movement.
100%. But I'm more talking about like the LeBron nerf that just happened, right?
Yeah, that was
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah, that was
Because no,
crazy.
he deserved it. The things he was capable of, whether people were doing it and winning tournaments or not, were ridiculous. Like he was, doing crazy loops and stuff depending on the character he's fighting against.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the way they nerfed it. Right? Like they nerfed it and they ruined the character in the process, which they seem to love doing, where they overly simplify characters. And then, like the people who spent hours upon hours practicing these complicated combos on LeBron are now left in a situation where they have none of that stuff. I don't know. I don't agree with like the way they're like tearing away like depth to characters to nerf
Yeah.
them.
Yep. It's gonna make the characters boring to play.
I agree.
But
Like,
speaking of tournaments
even-
earlier too, just kind of random one, but adding to help like balance it as well would help to have
Yeah.
in-game tournaments to like actually gauge to
Yes.
see who's placing like the in-game, because that'd be easy to get all that data.
Maybe for like free
Yeah.
Gleamium or an
we-
overwhelming amount of in-game currency.
Yep.
If we
Like-
take, because Tony is from League of Legends, right? I don't know how much people actually know that, but he came from the League of Legends balancing team, which means when he does things and he like uses his experience to make changes to the game, however much he actually does, a lot of them are going to end up looking similar to what League does. And what League specifically does, if you know League has over 100 characters. They have to constantly balance. They balance on 2 different metrics compared together. The first one is play rate, and the second one is win rate, right? So they look at your
Yeah.
play rate / ban rate, because some characters get banned so they can't be played, and then they look at your win rate. And if you have a low player rate and a high win rate, they don't really touch your character because no one's playing you anyways. But if you have a
Yeah.
high win rate, high player base, they take a look at it. Whether that character gets crippled or just comes out the meta for a few weeks, that's a completely different conversation. But what's important is it's easy to tell what characters need some kind of love when you look at how many people are playing and how their win rate looks. And I think
Yeah.
in this game, because Wonder Woman is like absolutely winning, like there's no way her win rate's not crazy high, and there's high player rate too.
Even just I was about to say even just like the player rate, and it's not even about even winning all the time. It's just the consistency in the top 8s or like the finals of brackets is just so crazy with that character. Like you're guaranteed to see that character at least 2 to 3 times in 1s and 2s.
I actually forgot to mention, when they do this, they only look at the Diamond and Plus players. They don't look at anything below Diamond Plus.
Yeah, because those are
obviously-
drones pretty much.
Because it's the amount of skill, yes. But yeah,
It all makes sense for sure. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, now we have ranked, right? I want to know, like, do we have a ranked statistic board anywhere that they're looking at to decide?
I mean,
on ranked buffs
we
and
do
nerfs?
have win rates and stuff, like on the rank thing. If you go to like the ranked event and wherever you see where your character is ranked or whatever, it shows like your win rate with the character.
Yeah,
So that's like
they're
data that they
out
could see
there.
for sure.
For sure, yeah.
It's 100% data they can see.
Yeah, I back to CrazyNoc's point, I wasn't trying to take away from it. The reason, because he was talking about putting like an in-game esports or tournament, which would be fantastic. I think that could be a great way for them to also like incentivize new players to get involved with the tournament scene too.
Yeah. But
Yep.
that's not what they're focused on. Very
Yeah.
clearly, we're not focused on what Twitter or the Twitch chats say.
Which is valid.
No, it is.
To a
To
certain
some
extent.
degree, yeah.
Yeah, to a certain
But
extent.
if you think about it, Twitter is where most of the pros and people that actually play the game are. But hey, given there are some terrible takes on Twitter, even from pros.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why do people think Harley needs to be buffed? She's in a perfect spot.
yeah, that character
Everybody
was
seems to get
all
nerfed around.
tournament today by Harley. She looped me with like she
character's
was doing
so good.
drag down fair. I didn't even know she could drag you down, and she was doing up tilt, drag down fair, up tilt, drag down fair. I didn't know
Yeah.
how to DI out of it. It was looping me.
So good.
I don't know.
The character is like right below like all the broken stuff, which is the perfect place to be because I feel like she's very balanced to an extent. She's very combo heavy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
that,
good.
that kind of leads
Well,
to
yeah.
the next question. What character do you guys think is like completely missing out on like playtime in this game? Like, you
Besides
just never
Velma?
see them. No, I see Velma pretty consistently now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Who is it now?
For me, it's Garnet. I never see Garnet.
I could see Garnet. I could see Garnet. There's like
don't-
two
Yeah,
Garnets.
Garnet's
though,
not
that
even
I see
bad.
consistently.
Yeah,
I
she's
never
not.
see Agent Smith as much as I feel like
Oh
I
yeah,
should.
Oh,
they.
yeah, Agent Smith.
I feel like he was a fine character
Fighting
personally.
him right
I
now.
don't think
Yes,
he's
he had.
broken.
Yes, he had the loops, but if you had good DI, you got looped 2 times, and
Yeah,
then like you're good.
I think Agent Smith is just not an attractive character. Is all it is. Like he's not.
There's just no.
Obviously,
He's not
Wow.
fun anymore.
Yeah.
He's not fun
Saying, like,
anymore. Like I feel
Him
like
as an IP is
Yeah,
not like a
well,
creative.
Well, no. Matrix is sick, but it's like I could play this guy running around with a gun and he's pretty much just punching you, or I could play Jake the dog or Tom and Jerry. I don't know. I just feel like he's not nearly as fantastical as a lot of the characters. He's kind of like out of place, honestly. Like he I don't know. He doesn't stand out when I see him. Like, what's the coolest thing about him that's like kind of like cool besides the fact that he has a gun?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. I don't know. I mean, Black Adam shooting thunder and stuff. Tom and Jerry's over here shooting flaming tennis
I felt
balls.
like what his attraction was like it's not like for me at least, like of course I love The Matrix. I think it's really good, like a really good movie
Agreed.
series, and like I obviously like I'm happy they added the character, but I feel like I used to play him a lot, right? I used to play him a ton, but the main thing was just the combos and like the skill expression of that character was so fun, bro. It was so fun. And they ruined that. So like now, like the people that don't even know him for one aren't gonna play him.
Yep. And there's no one maining him, so you have no one to go to learn stuff.
Yeah, just because they killed him. Some people could argue it's healthy patches, which you know I could understand that as well.
But he's still usable. I mean, he's still
usable,
good.
but
I just hate his hitboxes, man. The gun, you have no idea where it's freaking hitting, like what the range is. You don't see anything visually.
Yep. Nachito said
yeah, that's
banana
all I
guard
thought
as
needed to
well.
be fixed.
Don't see banana guard as much anymore.
Like just make it an actual like visual projectile to. So I know.
Like,
what I'm getting hit by.
I rarely see stripes. I do see them though, but I just
True.
it's
I don't
I
see
rarely
stripes.
see them as well.
he's another one of those characters. He's, in my opinion, like for how Flip was describing Agent Smith, like Stripe and Gizmo were the characters I'd be like, why did they add them? Like, what's the appeal? You know.
yeah.
Like nobody's like, oh my god, I can't wait for Gizmo to get in my favorite fighting game. Oh my gosh! There's nobody said that.
Gizmo kind of earned his
Yeah.
spot as a cutesy character. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta at least say like his aesthetic is like, oh, this character's so cute and cuddly, and like, I
get
definitely
that.
see the people who love cutesy cuddly characters wanting to pick him or Rain Dog. Stripe has nothing. Like
Yeah.
he's visually unappealing. His kit isn't exactly like the most explosive or cool anymore. In beta, I
And
thought,
Oh, yeah,
that
in
character's
beta.
crazy.
yeah,
That's
like,
because that character's
now-
side air was broken as hell.
I
Oh my
couldn't care
God.
less what character they add. I think it's just cool that they're because like sooner or later they're gonna add all the characters. So I just it's a
Yeah.
matter of when.
Don't misunderstand. I don't want the characters to not be added. I just think that
As early
those
as they
people-
got added is crazy. Over a lot of characters that would bring more hype into the game. I can see.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, there's also like you have to get the IP. Like I'm sure like the Gizmo the Gremlins franchise was like, oh my gosh, finally we could come back into the spotlight. It's been 30
It's so
years.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll do anything to get them in the game.
Yeah.
We'll pay you.
Yeah.
I think it's more like they don't want to bring too many hype characters one after another because if
sense.
they don't
Let's
have one
stretch it.
available, then people are gonna be like, well, this character's not hype. You suck.
Yeah,
So
they
instead
gotta
it's
stretch it
like,
out. It makes sense.
If it's always hype, it's
I
not
was
really
saying
hype,
they
you
knew
know?
the game was gonna not really live up to their expectations in the beginning. That's why they had banana guard and stuff. So they're waiting
think
for that.
so?
They're waiting for that.
Jason was out day one.
True.
Yeah, because like
He's hype, but
why add Banana Guard
was hype.
before
But the-
Marceline, who's a way cooler
I feel like
character
even
than-
Joker and Jason weren't even like top characters. Maybe Joker more, but
Nah,
I think that-
is
Joker
definitely-
was one of the top
massive.
like requested.
He's massive.
Oh yeah, that character's huge, especially in DC. Like any DC or any DC character, there's gonna be somebody that likes him.
Yep.
He was my number one
Honestly,
character. I
Joker probably
wanted.
one of the biggest characters
yeah.
in DC.
yeah,
by far.
Duel and how do you say, dude? main Joker no matter what, and they left him to the dust.
That's cap. I'm still playing him to this day.
You're a Tom and Jerry main.
Okay.
Nah, he's a
Yeah, I don't know
pocket.
why he's playing this cat and rat.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, I'm done.
I'm done.
I agree though. I think Joker was like insane. Like that.
Yeah, it's a
insane.
good one.
Yeah,
I say,
he's
he
like,
had-
he's
he just had, like, the
Spider-Man
biggest
of
movie-
DC. Like
He's had the
people
biggest
love
DC
it.
movie recently.
Let's get some Marvel action going.
Okay, stop. It's not happening.
That would be
I
so
believe it.
insane, though. It would be
Disney
so
would
insane.
Together with WB.
I think it can happen.
Disney's working on their own platform fighter, so it's definitely not happening.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're working on their own platform fighter. We're gonna need to play Darth Vader versus goddamn the Hulk. I'm down. Like, get me in there.
Wait, who is?
Disney, they're making their own platform fighter.
I, think
yeah,
I heard that was a
I'm there.
rumor or something, but
I don't think the game's been announced, but we know it's been in development. It's one of those kind of things.
gotcha.
I think.
I suppose that a lot of
I think it's still
information about,
possible,
like
bro.
characters and
I think
stuff.
we'll probably get Spider-Man.
I wish.
Oh yeah, if
Just
Disney's
because
making
he's one of
a
them
platform,
characters.
absolutely, yeah. He's the biggest superhero in the world. He's been the biggest superhero in the world for like 20 years.
Yep.
Like
Most known is like between him and Superman, and they already got Superman.
Mm-hmm. And Superman is as much as people love Superman, he's not as big as Spider-Man. It's actually insane.
Not even
Spider-Man's
close.
for the kids, though. That's why Superman wasn't always for the kids.
Yeah. And they also, when it comes to like movies and stuff, they kind of channel like the different personalities and stuff. So it's like so many different like groups could find the Spider-Man they like. I mean, same with Superman, but it's just like, I don't know.
Nah, Superman doesn't really appeal. Like, other than when he was a kid, like how do you appeal Superman to teenagers? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the only thing
he's
they
got a
did
wife
was
and
probably like
kids.
Justice League or something, or
Teen Titans, his clone. What was his name?
Yeah.
Superboy or whatever.
yeah. Isn't he in the game as a skin now? Superboy?
I mean, that's one thing I will credit PFG for, their characters they make and just the animation and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
really
they're
good.
a very good design team.
So that's one thing I
yeah.
can give them credit for sure.
Yeah, it all looks really good and all that stuff. It just the balance is what's missing. I don't think they necessarily create the characters with balance in mind. I think they just create it more to be like really cool and fitting to the character.
Yeah.
I think the design team definitely is aiming to make your character feel like you're playing the character, right? Like,
Yeah.
Joker has all this trick stuff, and he hits you with the same stuff you'd kind of expect him to hit Batman with, right? And LeBron uses basketball. Like, they're trying to like wrap the character all together into one thing. And balancing is not something that any game has ever gotten right. Like, I can't think of a single fighting game that's just
it's
perfectly
true.
balanced.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like balance is
it's-
like always going to be a low priority because it's just so
Yeah.
hard.
It's mainly just the
How
flow
do you have
state of
5
the game.
renounce?
Mm-hmm.
The
I
flow.
agree.
Yeah. I would be
I think
okay
the
with that
problems
unbalanced.
that we
but-
want are universal changes and not like individual character changes a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Except for Joker and Wonder Woman maybe and Gizmo, but the rest of the cast, like Jay was saying, just like some movement speed buffs.
I wouldn't even care if all those characters were broken if I could play my character and not just be like, oh, if I use one intro like to a combo, then I'm in burnout and I have to run away, and then I have to
Yeah. They got to like
But, yeah.
double or triple the dodge meter, in my opinion.
So, and I feel like Superman is the worst character for burnout. I may be wrong, but
Either that or don't make dodge jumping and dodge attacking take
So much.
take so much.
Yeah.
Like if it's all one and it's just like if it's the current dodge meter right now and everything is just one dodge, I feel like the game would actually be a lot more aggressive. Just
Yeah.
like that alone.
I honestly think normal
Definitely.
dodges, or I don't know, that's tough. I
think
hate the
they should
fact
at
that you
least-
can dodge 6 times, especially. I don't know.
Like,
Like,
what you
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like
those
you
changes are
have
things-
full bars, you can dodge 6 times if you don't like attack, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, it's
Yeah.
such a long immunity frame window. It's ridiculous. They either
they
need
need to
to
fix that for
lower
sure.
how many times you can dodge or lower how long you're immune, because
I
it's just
think they
no
just need to
skill.
fix the dodge itself.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man, that you can just like dodge, like not care
It's just
about
no
where
skill.
you're dodging. You just press the button.
There's very few skilled dodges anymore. Like the
Yeah.
ability to dodge into you and then they still dodge.
Most of the
Yeah,
time, like I'm
I-
already predicting a dodge in and it's still like unpunishable. It's crazy.
Yep.
Something I was really hoping for was that similar to like games like Smash, Down tilts always catch dodge. Like 90% of the time, you throw out a down tilt if your opponent doesn't attack. And I mean, if they dodge, it catches, even if they're invulnerable. I would love that in this game. Like if my down tilt guaranteed caught your dodge. Like if I predicted you were gonna dodge through me, even if you got invulnerability frames, it still caught your dodge because it's a dodge catching move.
I don't think it's necessarily like there's in Smash. It's not necessarily like a single move that'll catch a dodge. It's more so how the dodges work. So where if my move is still lingering by the time your dodge comes out or like it's finished, it'll still it'll hit you with a certain hitbox of the move. Like and most of the time there's sweet spot and then there's a sour spot, but like there's moves that have like sweet spot, middle spot, sour spot. And this game is super inconsistent because there's moves that you could dodge and then like you'll be invulnerable for the move the entire time, or you dodge a part of the move and then the second part hits. Just like super inconsistent.
I just cannot understand how to like Wonder Woman's fair. Like it's a full circle. I don't give a damn. You want to tell me it's only in the front that you're capping, because you'll dodge way before she swings and get hit directly underneath and behind her, and it's like, how do I avoid this move if I can't dodge through you? It's like I gotta dodge away, and that puts you further at disadvantage. It's just, I don't know. I agree. I think they're inconsistent with the dodges.
Super inconsistent.
That's one thing that I hate in too is if my teammate's getting hit one way and I come in with the sniper punch the opposite way, I'll go into that person. I'll get hit from behind. I hate it.
Oh yeah, the hitbox.
Like the hitboxes are insane.
Trying to hit at all.
Hitbacks overall would be great.
This is what I was saying earlier, and I'm scared to talk too much about it because I just don't know enough. But like, I keep like crafting this theory in the back of my head that it's all their net code with some of these hitboxes. Like, don't get me wrong, hitbox is definitely egregious, but I also think that the net code makes it worse.
No, there's 100% like desyncs like on that comes into like if on my screen I hit you, but on your screen I don't. Like, that's where the hitbox could change and look like super wonky, and it's like, why did that not hit?
Bro, like
that's a huge part of it.
Fighting Black Adam, and like in twos, and he goes to clap my teammate, and I walk up behind him, hit him, and his clap's done, and I do jab, and I still get hit by the clap, and it's not even on the screen. It's like, bro, like what is going on? I don't know. So I guess a good next question is, what do you guys think is the most like ridiculous move in the game? Just like a singular move. What is
Bugs
the
Bunny
most
hole is one of them.
Oh, that's
I think dirt for sure.
Jack side special.
Gizmo backpack
as well.
Gizmo backpack has no right to be in the game.
Oh my god. Gizmo backpack, Gizmo car, Gizmo up air, Gizmo umbrella, Gizmo.
This would be weird. I know there's a lot of people that like it, but I hate save mechanics in fighting games. It's just so cheesy and like it's so dumb. I have to kill you like twice for you to actually die.
I'm a fan of it in this game because I know that this game is all about twos. But like if it was in Smash, that'd be awful. Just trash.
Like for me, it would have to be Joker his up tilt, the crowbar.
Oh yeah, his up tilt / up air. Yeah, dude, that move is.
The fact that it hits on the in swing behind him, underneath him. That move's ridiculous.
Harley Nair and
Oh yeah, Harley Nair.
like
so
Wonder Woman side special on the ground. It's freaking dumb. Let me block projectiles and get armor and get my teammate armor. It's like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Black Adam side special. Absolute garbage.
Oh yeah. I think Wonder Woman's up special takes the cake, bro. I don't think anything gets worse. You can't punish it. You can't contest it. It hits nowhere near where it looks like it should hit. That move gives armor. It's armored. You can't even hit it with projectiles. That move does everything.
I think a big thing that's been a gripe for me is like they wanted to slow down the game, right? Which a lot of us were saying like, yeah, slow down a little bit. But I think they went about it by adding like hit stun to all the moves.
Yep.
Where I think that the better case would have been to add
say that word with a W.
Whiff.
Yes, sir. Preach
like
it.
adding whiff instead of adding just everything hit stun. It's just like it makes it so that
True.
your gameplay actually matters, whereas like right now it's like, okay, I'm just in hit stun. I don't get to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, I completely missed this attack, and so now I get punished for it. Like that was my bad.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's just like, well, F me, like I can't do anything.
That's where a lot of like the cornball, like no skill expression gameplay comes from. It's just being able to spam something that's good over and over and over again, like without fail.
That would
And
help.
not being
A
even
little less
scared
hit
in your-
stun, more whiff. That would.
Bro, like freaking Gizmo, you're falling. Gizmo's below you. He's just gonna keep up airing. It doesn't even matter if you dodge.
Bro, his
the
up,
wall.
Dude,
bro,
his
Gizmo's
up
up special
air-
is
oh
probably the
my
most annoying move on
God.
Gizmo right now.
Up air is,
Oh my god.
Just keep up airing. Just keep
Oh my
4
God.
times in a row before you hit
I
the stage.
literally got up at 6 in the morning for the event video, and I go against the Gizmo. 6 a.m. It pissed me off. Oh my god.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I lost to a Gizmo in bracket yesterday. He was full drifting to the right with his up air. I was full drifting in, did a dodge. He's still full, like we pretty much separate completely. And the hitbox on that move still scooped me from so far away, and I
Bro,
lost.
I was underneath a Gizmo doing up tilt his rain dog. You know what low profiles me?
Yeah.
I did the up tilt released, and it did that janky thing where like it freezes for a second because we collide, and then the move like yoinks me above him,
Yeah.
and then I got hit by it. I don't.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we definitely need more like true to fighting game like frame. Like there's end lag.
yeah.
We need that. We just need end lag for sure.
Yeah.
I'm all for Multiversus trying to break the meta of fighting games and trying to go this other route.
Yeah.
And I think, and me and Jay said it a million times, like we keep playing this game like it's other games, and that's kind of our downfall sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Mm.
I want it to succeed in being creative and new, but I don't see it lasting.
Yeah,
if
so
none of the
sometimes
current players want to play it.
you gotta stick to the healthy fundamentals of fighting games.
Yeah.
I mean, these games have been doing it for 20, 30 years for
Bro,
a reason.
they had it down decently. So in beta, the reason why there wasn't too many complaints was because every character had low whiff lag.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But like in this game, there's some characters that just have, bro, you're like in whiff lag for like a freaking year, and then there's other characters that
Doesn't
have like
exist.
no,
They don't have the
whiff
same
lag at all,
treatment,
like
yeah.
Gizmo. Yeah.
Yeah. That probably is
Crazy.
another big reason why it feels so shitty.
Yeah,
Adding on to the
100%.
dodges too, do you think like a dodge jump should take a big chunk of your dodge
No.
meter, or that should take
I
one?
don't- I think to make the game more aggressive and less campy,
I think it should just take
you don't
one.
increase the dodge meter, because then you have people that have like 30 regular dodge rolls, right? You still have the 6, but I feel like it'll buff the offensive gameplay because you'll be able to dodge boost in, and it costs only 1.
Yep, I agree. That would have really helped
And
the
burnout
aggression.
thing, it just won't be as crazy and as toxic as it is, because like
Oh, another thing, if you are on one burnout or one dodge meter, it should not just stay there and you're forced to dodge out of it. It should regain if you're
Yes,
like
over
sitting there.
time.
Yeah.
just like there's a difference between camping and then just
Yeah.
and then like it, I don't know, it's gotta
And the
they gotta find that balance.
yeah. And the fact you get dodge meter for getting hit is so stupid, in my opinion. I don't know.
I agree.
Even hitting as well, like you can gain.
I think that's I like that, because if you're playing aggressive, you should be rewarded for it.
Yeah.
It's funny you guys
I
say
just
that.
I just
in-
don't want it to be like to where you continue like the same jab combo and over because of it.
In
But-
Guilty Gear, if you aren't moving towards your opponent, the game will register you as being passive and you actually get a debuff. Now, obviously, that wouldn't apply in this game because movement is so much more important than like a 2D fighter. But the point I'm trying to make here is like there's ways to create like detection systems for camping and to punish people who aren't being aggressive. And I don't think not giving my dodges back at 1 is like fair, because it's like I'm just being smart here. I'm not being passive. You know what I mean? It's like I
Yeah.
don't want to just immediately go into burnout.
I feel like after like a second or two, like outside of the range, it should start charging it up. But if you haven't interacted in 10 seconds or like, you know, a given amount of time, that's just a random number. But then that's when it should be like, oh, okay, stop camping,
Yep.
Yeah.
and like actually have that like make sense. Even in Street Fighter with the gauge, I forgot what it was called. What is the mechanic called? Forgot what it's called. But it's like you could go on burnout in Ghost or in Street Fighter as well. I just forgot what the mechanic was called. It's actually
Flips,
blowing my
you
mind
ever
right now.
noticed with Samurai Jack, him using his side special and it trades with your projectile and you still get hit?
I think Samurai
Just
Jack is
holy
actually just
freaking-
bugged on trades. He doesn't get knocked back by trades at all. Like if you trade with him in any move, you go flying and he just like lightly
It's
bounces.
mainly his side special. His side special guaranteed. Yeah, same with Jake. Jake has it on Chomp as well and Stretch.
Wait, what? What do they have?
Like if you trade with those moves, you have a completely like either no knockback or just like a weird knockback.
Yeah, I'm seeing that like consistently with Samurai Jack. Like
Yeah,
you
his
always
side
just
special.
expressing. You trade with the move and he doesn't go anywhere. You're like, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that
I think
happens.
I just
Also-
don't understand. Like they made it so, because you take this, it's literally like the same as the sniper punch, right? In terms of thematically, he is just dashing very fast.
Yeah.
But they sniper punch, you know, you get hit out of it if they're doing an ability.
Yeah,
into
90%
it.
of the time it'll get hit if they just have a
But with
brain.
Samurai Jacks, he literally
Guarantee
teleports,
hits. Yeah.
and so he will go straight past projectiles, go straight past moves, like, and you
Yeah,
still
he's
get hit.
active
and
the
it's
whole
like,
way
what
through.
the heck?
Like the moment he teleports, the move's out. Unlike Superman, he teleports and like the move takes a little second. It is strange. Like I never thought to compare the two characters, but Sniper Punch and his special are it's kind of crazy how much better his is than Sniper Punch.
Oh, it's way better.
Yeah, it's 100%.
But Sniper Punch definitely kills earlier, so it's like choose your battles,
Like-
I guess.
Like
Yes.
even if I would even understand if like during the focus mode of his specials or like his side specials specifically, like I understand if it's like, you know, way better and it's like hard to trade with or hard to beat out. But like his normal one should be like Sniper Punch. I feel like there should be that window, because then it makes it to where getting focus is way more valuable than it is right now
Yeah.
for like your specials.
He just, it literally just covers every option as well. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. My teammate and I were both just off the ledge now. And
Yeah.
he did it, like, straightforward. And he was above, I was below, and it got both of us. Like,
So, I again, I don't have much to prove this. This is just a theory, but game companies don't want you to know it, but they definitely do it. They make characters that they think will do better amongst the crowd better on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Samurai Jack is one of the most requested characters in this game, so him being strong on release and even potentially forever in this state might just be there to incentivize those console players who are just getting on with their homies and they're showing off like, man, I'm playing Samurai Jack, I'm crazy, look at what I just did. Meanwhile, you know, tournament scene, you know, like the balancing's not really that important because, you know, they're making money off of all of the casuals who are spending money on skins. I mean, I don't think I've even seen standard Samurai Jack. Everybody's got either that skin on that you have on now, or somebody paid $100 to get his $100 skin already.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
I forgot his name. Starts with a K.
yeah, it's like no one's like, they're paying for it, so it's like even though the character's broken and not really fun to fight for us, WB's rolling in that money. It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
Gotta please see
ultimately needed for them to make the game. They, you think it's a good or bad thing that Warner Brothers bought PFG?
I think it's a good thing.
I think it is.
I think
good
long term
overall.
it is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. It,
Yep.
it
Short term feels
shows
bad.
that WB thinks this game has longevity.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
They're willing to double down.
The bad side of the coin though is that if they want to, they could fire the good people without knowing they're good people, and just replace
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
yeah, they also are making choices that, just like the freaking ambassador program.
That.
one
Oh,
of
let's
the
get
devs-
to that next, bro. Let's get to that next.
Damn. Damn.
One of the
Because,
devs
dude,
literally said
this-
Warner Bros. Picked all the people, so it's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense when you look at who they
Okay.
chose.
Oh.
so I don't think the ambassador program makes like any sense.
It is.
I don't get the point. Like I like the
Hey.
badge, but I don't get the.
I'm doing a video right now.
Like
Read
an
the-
ambassador
read
is
the pinned
supposed
message.
to be like the face of the game, in the community kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like what
You know,
when the
people that
cat
I appreciate
play
you
when the
all
cat-
being here, though.
yeah. People that actually play the game, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, it's like the ambassadors they chose There's people that are like, oh, the only one, shout out to this guy, the only one that's actually has done anything content wise, anything like, bro, there's people that have said, oh, this other person. No, this is the only person in the ambassador team that has done anything, and that's Nerd, or Different Nerd.
Different Nerd, yeah.
Bro, he's the only person.
I know some of the other people who were in there did stuff, but they stopped. But
Yeah, it was literally the first week that they got ambassadors when they were doing stuff.
What about Bam?
Is he an ambassador? Bam as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was an
But
ambassador.
I think he's been an ambassador since beta.
Oh, is that?
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I've seen his name a lot, but I didn't know he was like.
I think he was an ambassador in beta. I think
I swear he was.
you're right.
And he's a good one as well. He's a very good one. But like,
Yeah, and he posts stuff on videos. He posts videos on YouTube for us.
just like the Multiversus Academy or University, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Who is
Very good,
Nosy
very
Boy?
good content.
I've never heard of him before.
Is that the
He's an
Jake player?
ambassador. His name is
He's
Nosy
a
Boy.
YouTuber.
Yeah, he does Multiversus YouTube stuff.
Oh, does he post consistently? I've never seen him before.
I've never seen him either.
That's another thing. The ambassadors are kind of hard to even find in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to promote the people that are actually doing stuff for the game. Like, you know, Mike Tavish, he's a cool guy and all, but he hasn't posted anything in 2 months on his channel, or a month or 2 months.
Yeah, but that, you know what that is? That's that. And
There's no way Warner Brothers chose the characters, because only the Cat and Ajax were praising Mike Tavish. There's no way that Warner Brothers knew.
No. Nakat's mod, like, turned into an ambassador. So like it's they obviously, Warner Bros might have made like the final okay, but like PFG 100% was the people that like, oh yeah, we like this guy.
So
We like this guy. We like that guy.
speaking from like a business view, if you have a bunch of people you signed up for a role that aren't doing anything, that means you didn't set clear expectations on what they have to do for the role. Which is my way of saying give a break to the people who are ambassadors, because they probably aren't being given it. I mean, they barely give us anything, the players. So I doubt, like, other than saying, hey, keep being awesome, you know, like, what do they actually get instructed to do?
No, they do. I mean, I don't know if they get instructions, but they do get stuff. They're supposed to get. I don't know if it was on the page. I swear it was on the page.
I'm looking on the page right now. It says, what benefits? Face-to-face meetings with PFG and WD team members, insight into development process, clear line of communication between yourself and the dev team, signal boosting of your content across WB and PFG, blog spotlights on multiversus.com, Brawl. What the hell is a Brawl? Brawl backgrounds and other assets to aid with content creation
B-roll
and more. Yeah, B-roll. So there are benefits, but it doesn't say what you have to do.
Yeah.
No, there's no requirements, because obviously it's not like you're getting paid to do it.
Yeah.
You just unlock stuff that could benefit yourself.
Yeah,
But-
and that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're not getting told to do anything and there's no expectations, if you're not doing those things, there's no drawback. So like, they're not incentivized to do anything as ambassadors.
The main thing I feel like the ambassador, like as an ambassador, like as a person that's choosing somebody to be their ambassador, their goal is to get like content out, or just to get their game being shown by these ambassadors, which that's one thing that they're not doing. They're not being a face to the game at all, because they're not doing anything, like they're not making any content for the game. They kind of just like, oh yeah, I'm an ambassador, let's go. But like,
it just comes to the same point of that their communication is lacking. It's like that's a form of communication is through their ambassadors, because they're using their community, but they don't have anything. They're not communicating, so they're probably not even giving them anything to go off of.
Yeah.
So
I'm with Jay. They definitely need to put Different Nerd on the front page. This dude's over here doing.
Different Nerd is doing crazy.
And, like, he's actually like
crazy on
talking
it.
about the game and giving props and like.
Yep.
Come on.
He's so great.
They need to like
great.
tweet. They need to tweet that stuff when they put out good videos that way.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see
ambassador vids.
Yep. I want to see videos that no one else can create because of their insider knowledge.
100%. And of course, you know, there's a lot of people that like they crap on the game because of the state that it's in, so they're clearly not gonna get a spot as an ambassador. But like, there's still a lot of people that I believe should, like, dude, like just off the top of my head, I'll list 5. I don't like, regardless if they want to be an ambassador or not. Veriflied is doing really good. I just like being super active when it comes to content. Different nerd as well. I would keep him as an ambassador. I would say CrazyNoc as well. Very just active.
Thank you.
When Takoa was grinding, I would say Takoa as well, bro. That he was on top of everything. He was pretty much the news source that I would just go to for anything like update related, like anything new that comes out. Like there's a lot of people, bro, that have genuine, even like a tournament organizer, for example, like you could make them an ambassador because they're giving your game an extra branch that you're not even doing anymore. Like you're not even doing Make It Rain Dogs, so everybody else has to do their own tournaments that aren't official. It's just there's so many people that are actually doing stuff for the game.
Just go back to that. They're always, like Flip said, they're always going to be behind playing catch up. So it's just we don't know. They're just trying to do the basic things, so they can't even do the other stuff like that.
They're always going to get backhanded compliments every time they now do those things, because it's going to be like, oh, well, guys, we're finally going to be having our own official tournaments. Join up. It's about time. Like, it's never going to be.
Exactly.
It's never going to be like, yeah, let's go. It's like, wow, I quit the game 2 months ago. You should have abandoned this.
Yeah, 100%. But they dug their own grave with that one, though.
I mean, it's kind of fair. I mean, you can't blame them.
All they have to do again is just make one of those make one of the current TOs. Like let's say, like Frostyverse, right? Make one of them an ambassador. Just put their label on top of their tournaments and say it's their own tournament and it's official now. And then, like that's all they have to do, bro.
Think that deep, bro. Take $500.
No, they can just make a tourney.
Take $500, make the prize pool $250, and then give the other $250 to one of the TOs to make sure that it runs well. Boom, you're done. Like it is not that deep.
Hey, they don't even have to do that, bro. They can make a badge in the game.
Oh yeah, that too.
Listen,
you don't even need money.
They were supposed to. I used to talk with after the first Make It Rain Dog, right? We weren't promised, but there was a TO or somebody on the team that took me and my teammate into the DMs, and he was like, "There's no promise, but we already we're looking into making badges for the winners or just like the top 3." The badges got leaked, then they never got put out into the game.
Yeah, same with guilds. Same with guilds. They're literally coming soon in beta, and that would have been such a cool feature. Now it's just gone.
Dude, that would have been such an insane feature.
And maybe it will be eventually. But
you could get scrapped since they have to start all over.
Maybe
it's not even that
possible,
hard of a concept, bro.
but
You just put it as another tab, and all you have to do is make it like a Call of Duty clan where they just have the same tag on their name and call it a guild. That's like a start. That's all they have to do to start. They could obviously make it better. They could do like guild. I mean, dude, that's literally all they have to do. And then they just do events. Guild event. Make sure your guild gets a certain amount of points, and you'll get these rewards. Yada yada yada.
They could even, honestly, at this point, they can make rifts a requirement for guilds. Just please give me guilds, man. You do 5 rifts with a guild mate. You get 20 points. Sure, buddy.
No,
whatever.
exactly.
And then
whatever.
Same with the in-game tournaments, in-game crew battles and stuff.
Oh my God, crew battle should just be a mode. Why don't we have crew battle mode? That'd be so fun.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Brawlhalla has it.
Yep. 4 people. And see,
it wouldn't be that hard.
It's not that hard.
Big points, and I think this is probably one of the most massive things that someone could say. PFG, WB, please take 25 minutes and present us with a roadmap. Please. I feel like every time a patch ends, I'm just in limbo wondering when the next patch will be, what the next goal is, when's mid-season, when's the next character, what are we aiming for? Like,
would be nice.
Where's
mid-season's like 2 weeks in though, so that's like we got that.
Mid-season is 2 weeks in,
right? Isn't it 4 weeks for a season?
Until 2 weeks we get the mid-season patch. She's saying.
No, it's 2 weeks.
It's 2 months
Isn't it
per season.
Oh, so it's 8 weeks. So 4 weeks in is the.
Oh yeah,
mid-season.
I thought you were saying 2 more weeks and then we get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is 2 more weeks from now. Yeah,
basically now. Yeah.
But even that, we're just guessing. We don't even have definitive proof for that. Like,
true.
That's just what they're saying.
Roadmap.
It's probably because they don't want to make the same mistake in the beta where they did like a roadmap twice and they got delayed.
Listen, I'm gonna say one thing about that. That's embarrassing. That is
It is.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it elsewhere. That's embarrassing.
Like, just make your workers work on what they have to work on. I don't know if they're getting
Yeah.
sidetracked or anything.
I did
Like,
hear
what's
from
happening?
what like a Diablo 4 developer. He was going deep like into it, and they're saying it's hard to actually commit to that because then if they're going down the line, and then they all of a sudden decide, oh wait, no, this is a priority, but then they have to focus on what they said in the roadmap, so that they're locked into that.
Yep.
So
You know,
I mean, depending on
what's-
how
that's the
detailed
point.
the roadmap is, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, that's
Speaking
still a
of
good
that,
point.
bruh, I don't think I realized how crazy it was for us to play the beta and then get promised, oh, the next season's about to come out, and the game
Oh,
just
For
gets
season
shut
2.
down.
Yes.
Just-
Oh my
just
god,
shut
dude, that was
down.
so
Dude, that was the
No
most
way.
triggering thing ever.
I actually
Waited
got
until
mad,
the
yeah.
season was over to be like, oh, actually, the game's getting shut down.
Yeah,
And that
it was
was-
literally
that was
3
after
months of
all the hype.
silence.
Yep. All
It's
the hype.
insane.
All the hype, man.
People were like, I'm dealing with all these beta ranked mode bugs. I'm grandmaster fighting bronze people, this, that, and the third. People complaining all day about beta, but at the end of it all, they'd be like, but it's fine. Season 2's coming. It's almost, hey, yeah.
Literally.
Guys, we're shutting it down.
Yep.
That is so sad.
And that's
I was
why-
actually one of the people who quit Multiversus though. Well, like I quit about right after the February patch came out. I played for maybe 2 more weeks and then I switched to a different game because I was out of it, so I didn't have to deal with any of that.
Yeah, I had at the time I didn't have a wired connection, and it was the most miserable experience ever to play data.
Yeah, D-Wall is the one who showed me Multiversus to
He
begin
was a
with,
demon.
I did.
and
It was
then
him.
Look at D-Wall.
yeah, he
played
just
it
didn't
way
have a
more than I
great. He didn't have a great connection, so I was the only one playing.
That was so sad. The servers back then were so awful.
It was so unplayable without wired connection.
So let's do
Yeah,
some
it barely
positive
was
talk.
playable.
We've been kind of Debbie down a little bit. Let's go on the positive talk. Let's talk about 2 things. Okay, first things first. If you
Ryan Dog's a
had
fun
to
character.
choose between, if you had to choose between reverting Finn or current Finn, beta Finn or current Finn, what are you choosing?
Beta.
I don't even know what to say,
Beta
bro.
Finn for sure. That character was
Bro.
good, but like that character didn't have like 0 deaths like he does now.
Bro, nah, bro. That man was crazy back then, bro.
No, he was crazy, but it
Downhill
required like
was
it
ridiculous.
required like 5 reads, bro. Down tilt was
Yeah.
crazy though.
No, yo, Jay.
Down
I
tilt
got
you at like
clips of
0,
down
bro.
tilt pulling me from like a mile behind you, bro.
Down tilt was always like just a move that they didn't know how to fix.
Oh yeah,
So
the
you-
down
so
tilt was
you don't
insane.
even- you're okay with Jim coming back too?
Gem,
Oh, no.
I forgot about Jim.
I don't know. I think so.
I think
Because
it
it,
was
You just
cool.
can't really-
at the end they did give it like a cooldown or whatever. Like you only pick
Yeah.
like 2
I mean-
apples and then
Yeah. I mean, if you add old Finn to this game, you'd have to make changes. It just wouldn't make
Yeah, slow him
sense.
down a little
Vice
bit,
versa,
for sure.
yeah. But I like the
yeah.
apples. I like
Yeah.
the gem. They should make it
think
into like
apples
something
are
that you have to buy. Like, that'd be
Yeah.
yeah, you could buy it. Yeah.
because they have Arya having this stupid dagger. It makes no sense.
500 gem or 500 coins will give you like a gem or 2, you know.
But yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
it's a good idea. Oh my god, y'all
Yeah, that's
cooked that
actually
one.
really
Hold
good.
on.
Yeah, they're cooking.
Yeah,
over
and look
here.
how long that took. Like 30 seconds of thought process.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Put us in the
Chill,
meetings.
chill, chill.
Put us in.
Yeah,
But
really.
we're
I'm telling
already.
you, they need an idea specialist from the inside, bro. Like they don't
He said,
have
"Look
one.
at us,
By
we
the
got
way,
brain."
like things are going.
They
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
testers,
Yeah.
and
We-
they don't. The people they chose to test the game were just a bunch of random people who didn't know the game.
We ourselves are having a longer meeting than they've ever had in months.
All right, guys. How do you guys like how this character looks? All right, meeting
Alright.
adjourned.
Yeah.
GG.
We should get to closing thoughts because I want to make this a video, but it's gonna be like almost 2
Oh,
hours
yeah.
or something.
It's almost 2 hours deep.
But who
Yeah.
cares? Let's just post it and see if people like listening to it.
Yeah,
I
like
gotta
it.
ask the last question.
I
then
mean,
you guys
it's
can
fun.
do it. The final question.
The final question.
Everyone, we'll go around 1 person at a time. We got how many people are in here? 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one at a
Oh, wait,
time.
when did
I
it?
want to hear what is your favorite thing about current Multiversus?
All right, starting from the top.
All right, Crazy, you're first.
Oh god.
What is your single most favorite thing? Like you could just say,
Single-
I love this.
Single most favorite thing. Just one thing.
One thing.
The only thing that comes to mind is probably I would have more time if I could choose something. But I like the clashing. Liked it because there's so many times. I like it so many times in beta where you would hit, and you. No,
just like in
just like
general?
when you both hit at the same time in beta,
Okay,
someone
yeah.
always prioritize. So that one is kind of
Yeah.
nice that you both trade. That's the
True.
one thing that comes
Yeah.
to mind. But if I had more
Okay.
I
time,
like that. D-Wall, thoughts?
I really like how the game looks. I think it looks really nice. Um,
all right,
Yeah,
flips.
That can't
That's
be
pretty
it.
shit.
That can't be it. D-Wall, keep going.
I mean, the that is something, bro. The aesthetic of the game did change. It looks better.
Yeah, but I just wanted to talk more about it. You just said, I
no,
like the
yeah,
way it
just
looks.
the like the characters overall. I feel like you can see a lot more of the detail with obviously them being bigger and just things. Yeah, they just generally look better. And then on top of that, I would say a big change for me was I became a twos player now instead of a
Dude,
ones
twos
player.
is so fun.
Welcome
yeah.
home.
Oh
Welcome
yeah.
home.
It's because one's just so
And Ryan
toxic.
Dog is just
That's
such a fun character.
Yeah.
So.
I can't believe it.
Never thought I would say those words. I was a firm Ryan Dog.
Yeah, I didn't know.
hater.
It's a good character to main, bro. You get a skin every week, you know?
True.
It's a good
I
game.
need a new duo partner.
Yeah.
All right, Howdy, you're
Rest in
up. What's
peace.
your thoughts, Mr. Cowboy?
My favorite thing that they're doing in this version, I like the characters that they're picking to add in this game.
Yeah,
compared to the
that's
beta.
one of those. I was gonna say that. I think.
I think they're
That's
adding
good.
picking really good, like heavy hitters, bro. In my opinion, compared to
Yeah.
the beta, like no disrespect, bro. Black Adam compared to Jason, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's yeah,
I'm down
100%.
with deleting Black Adam.
Black Adam is cool though. I did like the movie. I did like the movie.
Man.
I never watched
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
And
I'm easy to please, so don't take my word for much.
I'll never watch it because of Multiversus.
Same.
All right,
right.
Breeze,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts?
What's your
I
favorite
don't
thing?
know what it is, but this version of Multiverses definitely got me to play characters that I did not in beta. Like I finally know a Finn combo. I never played Finn in beta at all, ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
I never thought I'd see myself playing Stripe.
Yeah.
So
Why do you-
I don't know what it is about this version, but
I mean,
Maybe some-
I do think the entry level for this game is a lot lower than the beta. The beta was so fast.
yeah,
And, like,
fast paced.
Even
True.
trying
Yeah.
to tell what someone's doing on their character if you're watching them was like really hard. So like now you can kind of learn combos in the lab, and even though the lab's not nearly as good as the beta, like combos a little bit simpler to do too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the game overall is just slowing it down, makes it a lot easier to understand what's going on and apply it as well.
Mhm. That's a good point, Breeze. I didn't even think about that. All right, Jay.
My favorite thing about this game right now, dude, I think they're doing pretty well with cosmetics / events like right now during
Ooh,
this
yeah,
patch.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good,
Cosmetics are good.
really good and healthy
True.
change. And they're banging out some good cosmetics. Like the cybernetic one right now,
Oh yeah.
that is probably that's like a top 5 skin for super, like in the game being on Superman. It's amazing.
Yep, I'm looking at him right now. So beautiful.
Dude, it's so good. That skin in the samurai Batman skin. We need more skins like that. Like just completely like just insanely sick looking skins.
Yeah.
We need to stay away. Like I get that it's lore based, but the Steven Universe skin in the battle pass looks so ugly.
You know about
I get
Diamond
it. I get
Steven
it's
here?
lore. It just looks terrible.
You talking about Pink Diamond Steven?
Yeah, he just looks like I could punch him in the face and steal his lunch
I like
money.
that one just because it has like depth and,
Yeah.
Yeah, the lore behind it is cool.
It's
I
worth it,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
or as
But
far
I-
as just like,
I-
yeah, the costume itself, like the puffy
I feel like there's
shoulders
probably
and stuff.
way cooler skins from Steven Universe that they could just
There
be.
are
yeah.
definitely.
Gotcha.
Like let me
And
get
that was,
a
like,
let me get
definitely one of his more
a
powerful forms
let me get a
if
cookie
you wanna
cat
say.
onesie on Steven. Like dude, like that'd be so sick. Like just stuff that's like out of the box, like how they did the
Yeah.
cybernetic one. The Finn
Hey,
and Jake
where's
skin
my
that they
robot
added. So
dog
sick.
though?
Yeah, where's Robo Rain? No, we have astronaut, so we're chilling. So for me, I know this is sentimental for no reason, but I'll say it anyways. I just love the community's back, honestly.
Yeah.
Like when Multiverse was down, I so missed the community. Like, and I'm not talking about like I know we have some disgusting individuals, but I'm talking about like the people in the community that like actually want to be here and be a part of it and bring people together. People like Chinzy streaming again. You know what I'm saying? Like having all of these people coming back and bring all like, bro, I hadn't seen Repeat's name for like a year. I don't know why I got so excited. I was like, oh, it's Repeats, you know, because he's just someone who frequently goes around the community and hangs out with different streamers, big or small. And I think like you don't get that from other fighting game communities. Like expect like Smash's community. I've never been gatekeep so hard in my life. Bro.
No, yeah, Smash is very
gatekeep, bro.
I agree.
Like, you don't understand? Are you stupid?
They're
like,
very egotistical in that game.
It was not for me.
And I feel like that's where my ego comes from.
Community is definitely a W. And I'll say it again on another positive note, the PFG makes insanely cool characters, and the licensing they have behind it, they're gonna make some even more banger ones. So
Dude, all the leaks,
Balance is another
If you guys
story,
have seen
but
the leaks. Crazy. They're so crazy.
Ram, are you here? Did you want to speak?
Just act like I'm not here.
Never mind.
what's your favorite thing? You have to tell us your favorite thing. That's your
Yeah, you spoke. It's late. You better be
Or else your contract is voided
yeah.
exposed.
for not participating.
Bob will rip it up.
Whoa.
You said what?
He said, might as well rip it up.
He doesn't have one, okay?
Yeah,
The game doesn't
"There
meet
is no
Ramir's
favorite."
standards. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. Well, that was fun talking. We talked for like almost 2 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was a
My
good talk.
fiance
Appreciate
told me away. I missed so much
everybody that
time.
has tapped into the Baku cast. I don't know what the official name's going to be at the end, but appreciate you guys for watching. If you did watch, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Baku channel, as well as everybody else's channel that will be pinned in the description below. And again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until the next podcast, where we'll probably be talking about what characters we want nerfed and how we can nerf them. Later, y'all boys.
Yeah.
Let's go!